Call 107. January 11th, 2007. What's happening, what's going on around the Stern Show right now is that we're getting a lot of calls from Jessica Hahn, getting a lot of calls from Ralph, and they're kind of complaining about all the things that are going on the Stern Show. And Eric's fed up. He's had enough of these people that he looks at as substandard entertainers. And he lets Howard know just how he feels. They call 107. Greedy, ungrateful little bastard.
Eric the actor.
Whatever.
Eric the acting midget.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Well, okay.
I, like a lot of other listeners, am getting tired of Jessica and Ralph's calls. I mean, you guys had him and her on too many times yesterday.
See, I get a lot of emails.
Think about that. We are on call 107. The guy's like, too many times have I heard Ralph's voice on this. We're on call 107.
And this is a weird thing about Eric that really starts to shine, like, well, I guess now, and then like soon after this really shines out, where he thinks he's somehow in charge, or at least that his opinion is somehow going to be taken with seriousness when he starts telling Howard what to do and how to do it and how to run the show. And I would love to say that it's a bit, but I would never think that Eric was that good of an actor. He develops this weird sense of superiority, and it's such a, I mean, I guess that's why we're here, but it's just such a turnaround from the person that started calling the show, you know?
Yeah, it's what do they call those 360s? Just kidding. 180s. It's a 180.
180s.
I see, that's what we do here. We joke. You know, because when we joke, we love. And when we love, we care. And when we care, we don't know it's Hackride. Oh, God. Right in the middle of my speech. How dare you, Eric? Anyway.
Now that
he gave us the midget.
You guys don't seem to be as amused by the Hack Attack as you once were. I'm just saying.
I always comment afterwards, and I say that he gave me some kind of disease. Like, I'm a midget now because he bit me.
Only in the full moons. You know, your body doesn't stretch; it shrinks.
I turn into a midget at full moon.
What a waste of a superpower! On the full moons, I shrink a foot and a half.
No. It's I turn into a midget during business hours.
Oh, that's gonna be hard when you find a job.
Yeah.
I'm a stool during midget.
That's the curse.
It's called midget hours. It's not business hours.
Eric
Okay, I think I found the chat of the day. I'm calling it.
Put it up.
Horatio McAllister. I respect Eric for negotiating to get the most from Howard. He made a fortune exploiting the whack packers. Thank you, Horatio, for saying that out loud.
Yeah, no, I don't know that anyone would disagree with that.
I would say that he is okay to make a fortune off of the whack packers if he doesn't turn his back and run away to the Hamptons from them. God damn. I mean, that's the cruel part. Like, you know, Wendy eats logs.
How many years she was still calling in every day to that show and waiting on hold for hours and hours and hours? And
I know this.
Getting berated. So anyway, sorry. Zip it. But I
know this.
No.
When you get, I don't know, like when you get a small amount of money and you have friends that are there with you, and then you get billions, why wouldn't you just like what you
share?
Drop wouldn't? Yeah, but then you think that, and everyone thinks that doesn't have money, and that's rich people don't think that way. They're like, why would I give? That's how I'm rich. I don't give up money. So it takes a very strong person to be able to separate themselves from their money, because there's this gene in human nature called greed. And it's hard to separate humans from it. But Howard obviously couldn't be separated from it. And it's sad, you know. $1 billion is fucking sexy, you know. Celebrity friends that's a sexy life.
But you can't take it with you when you die. Like, it's just going to go to family or something.
I guess the argument is you can't take Wendy with you either. So you might as well just have the best life you can.
I have one bullet point to make in defense of Howard. Only one, because I agree with everything y'all are saying. But I also know that Howard's stance must have been if I do this as precedent and set a precedent here, everyone will ask me for money.
Yeah.
And I don't want that either.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
could have run out, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
And you can't
So-
try. You can't. That's a great point because you can't like secretly squirrel someone away. Like here's 200 grand. Because when high pitch Eric runs through that 200 grand, he's gonna go right to a microphone and be like, "I need more money, Howard. You gave me 200 grand." And then it jigs up. Jigs up. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But an NDA, do NDAs work with morons? That's the question.
No.
Not even
Question answered.
Not at all.
Yes, especially when they have nothing to lose.
They don't work
Let's
with
get-
smart people.
Yes. Let's get back to the call. And remember, Eric is annoyed by other people calling the Howard Stern Show right now. That's where we're at.
I would say so, yes. I'm sure those things happen.
I get a lot of email about Eric, Ralph, and Jessica that they shouldn't be on at all.
So, Eric, you're in the same boat.
You're in the boat with Ralph and Jessica. And luckily you can fit. It's funny.
So your ass
fair,
can't fit in
Jessica-
any boat, Arnie.
Nice.
Yeah, what's that?
Jessica, I was gonna say, to be fair, Jessica contributed nothing. She was not interested.
No. She was the definition of only tits.
Yeah,
Like, brought
She
nothing else to the table, you know.
had
But they're nice
nothing.
tits. I fucked a preacher and I got some tits. Yeah, get in the car. That was sort of how it was.
She had interesting
Jessica-
stories about Sam Kinison. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, and I fucked Sam Kinison. Yeah. She fucked that preacher though first, right? I got that story.
Yes, I believe first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you hear Eric's comeback though? At Artie?
That was good. It was
Yes.
good.
No. We're gonna hear it again.
You're in the boat with Ralph and Jessica. And luckily you can fit. It's funny.
So your ass can't fit in any boat, Arnie.
Nice, Eric. All right, I'll get it. Now you're mixing it up, you little motherfucker. That was out of line.
Yeah.
I give as good as I get.
But it's funny that even within that group of three, Jessica, Ralph, and Eric doesn't like Jessica and Ralph. See, that's good. But I know Ralph loves when Eric calls.
Oh,
him.
he's a big Eric fan.
Whenever there's three, it's always cat fights and this one bitching to that one. Like three people never works out. Oh, hi guys. How are you?
What picture is that? Those teeth.
That's not yours. I thought that was yours.
Is it my? Oh,
Yeah,
I did
that's
do
yours.
that one. Okay, I think it's an. I think it's an AI generated person.
People,
thought
he is. What do you think about that? He just fished for his own compliment. I love it. Luigi, that was chef's
That was
kiss.
good. Yes. All
Whose
right.
is that? Mine. It's amazing.
No, I said who is that?
Congratulations.
Like they're normally based on people. I was trying to figure out who the person was, and then
All right,
it's
chat.
actually not even a real person.
Howard Stern quiz question, and Luigi, don't answer. I know you know it. Who said this? I just read the greatest script I've ever read in my life.
I do
yeah,
know
who wrote it? I did. All right, chat. Who said that? And secondarily, who'd he say it to? All right, you got 10 seconds. 10. Did you know who he said it to, Luigi?
I know both. I do know both.
Me too. Me too.
However, I am kind of curious because I think this story has.
We all know that, Luigi. Hey, moving on.
Was it the guy from The Room?
I think the story has actually gotten a little tainted in history, so I'm curious if we're going to have the same answers, but I can tell you exactly. I can give you like the video of where I heard it from, so we'll see.
All right.
But was I right?
No, it's
No,
not. It's not.
Is it
I'm not.
No?
I'm not seeing anything in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and
is it
answer.
Perry
Go ahead.
Caramello?
No. So Luigi, don't tell us who he said it to, but who said, "I just read the greatest script ever"? Who wrote it?
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal. That's it. That's right. And who did he say it to?
Oh, someone did get it in the chat. Someone got it in the chat.
Yeah, Jam Flow Man.
good.
Got it.
Jam Flow Man, Mr. Rob Schneider on this
Yep. The Red Pill comic, Rob Schneider.
at SNL.
Yes. Great story. One of the greatest stories ever told on the Howard Stern Show. Anyway, back to Eric annoyed with everyone.
Yeah, he's like, if you had Eric on 24 hours a day, I'd listen. It's so fascinating when Eric tries
Yeah,
to.
the one person that likes Eric doesn't like.
Right.
I know. When we were doing the Friday show, Ralph wanted to make it the Eric show every week. He would come in with hours of material. And
Eric, are you now sad that you said that about Ralph because he's such a fan of yours?
I'm just going by what other people have told me. I've heard a lot of people saying that they're sick of Ralph.
But
So you're a spokesperson, but what's your personal feeling about Ralph?
He does seem to call in way more than.
But is he interesting to you?
Needed.
Is he interested? Is he interesting to you?
I don't know.
You don't know if he's interesting to you?
Not really.
He's not. Okay, well, let's know your opinion, not everyone else's.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel on these things, Howard. I need to go into deeper thought. I don't know.
All right.
When is the film festival supposed to be?
We don't know. We don't even know if we're having one. I
Dude,
mean,
calm down. It's early.
yeah, I mean,
You're doing a film? Maybe we should have one.
I'm a 34, 36 waist,
Yeah.
Howard.
and I read an article. Eric, hold on. I read an
Shut up,
article.
jerk off.
Well, I like to
Shut up, you little fuck
before I
nut.
get cut off.
We're fucking doing a show. Anyway, go ahead.
So, gee, Artie, you were awfully harsh with Eric.
Wow. He's a little guy.
Shut up, you little
I read that if you want to know if you're the right weight,
Yes.
take your height
Uh-huh.
and cut it in half.
Yeah.
You know that measurement,
Mm-hmm.
and that should be the proper waist size.
Your height in half?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
All right, so
So Eric's 3 feet tall, and his waist is a 3 inches. So
That's perfect.
that's perfect.
Wow. All right, so what's
Eric, how tall are
16
you?
inches?
3'5".
All right, and what's your waist size?
Don't know.
I mean,
19 inches is by my calculations is Eric's waist size. Now think about that. It's very, very. It's like my leg.
I've
like a
never
very
been
strong
19
bicep.
inches. I don't have anything on my body. It's 19 inches.
sure he has a waist.
Right, I don't know. What kind of pants do they put on you?
Do you have a waist?
I'm sure I do. I was.
Okay. Have you ever answered the question of do you have something on your body with I'm sure I do? Because
I'm sure.
I'm sure I do. Electra, you got a puss? I think so. I've been
I'm sure I
bleeding
do.
for a
Somewhere.
couple decades now. That's the greatest answer. I'm sure I fucking do.
3'5".
I like that
All
math
right.
that Howard did. That is doing me just fine. It suits me fine.
And what's your waist size?
Don't know.
I'm not even sure he has a waist.
Right, I don't know. What kind of pants do they put on you?
Do you have a waist?
I'm sure I do. I was tailored for the tux for my brother's wedding, but I don't remember what the guy measured.
Okay, I wish we had our cameras there
He
for
doesn't
that.
remember what the guy measured.
Hey, hold on a second. Jessica Hahn wants to yell at Eric the midget.
All right.
Go ahead, Jessica.
Eric, listen, you little fuck, ungrateful midget, greedy bastard.
Jesus Christ. Coming in hot, Jessica.
Eric, who's the one who called you on your stupid-ass show when everybody else was knocking you because your dad was there? I called in and gave you all these compliments. Remember that, Eric? Eric, all you do, you're such a greedy, ungrateful little bastard. Seriously, like,
she's
you're
hit the title.
better than me. At least for 20 years, I added something years ago. When I had something to add, I've never asked Howard for anything.
What do you
I
think
don't
of
know
this,
if it's
Eric?
for $1
What do you think of what
million
Jessica is
freaking
saying?
Yeah, it'll take 9 hours.
Go find another TV.
Oh, kiss my ass. Eric, you know what? You're a little freak. You're an ungrateful little freak. I can't
Grateful little freak. God damn, Jessica.
That
stand you.
is
You're
amazing.
blackmailing Howard. You're going to get rid of Catherine. What?
Electra, at the time this was going on, it's the hottest show to be on, and these people that get airtime, oh, it's a drug. And that's what's going on here. This is a airtime battle. You're getting more airtime than me. Fuck you.
Ever. You're an actor. What did you do? One line? Because they did a favor to Howard? What's Howard do? Oh,
Three.
Eric, no, Eric,
I did 3 lines, you dumb cunt. See? It's just a battle of topping. They're topping each other.
why don't you just shut up? You're a little
All right, obviously a new feud. You've heard of Donald and Rosie. Now you have Jessica Hahn and Eric.
Fucking asshole, Howard. How many times has he given you a list of what he wants? He's not that great of it. You want to talk about it? I know maybe I'm a shitty guest. I was good at least one time, Eric.
Midget rain. Midget rain. Oh, sorry.
I
You
love
know,
that.
whatever I am now, it's done with. I did everything already. What the hell did you consider?
Well, let's hear what Eric has to respond.
He's
Go ahead.
asking
it'll
legitimate
take 9 hours
questions.
again.
Go ahead, Eric.
No, it won't take 9 hours.
Yeah, whatever, Eric. Who was there when your dad was in? You know what? Because your dad was there, Eric, I felt sorry for you, and I called into that show and tried.
All right, I can see that this is a big feud. Eric, do you want to respond in any way?
Have you joined AARP?
Oh, for you're so fucking genius. You're a freaking genius.
He
You
did
know
not
what?
make
You
that
really
up.
are
Nice. A little
No,
like
not a chance.
torpedo.
Not a
Right, an
chance.
uppercut.
Yeah.
You think
That was
Jessica...
John, right?
Whatever. You know, yeah, that's a real easy.
Crazy Jane
taking cheap
strikes
shots.
again.
You know nothing about me, Eric. Where were you for 20 years? Where the hell were you?
Where were you, Eric?
Eric,
Hey,
you
Howard,
have
you
another
got John.
Eric was sitting alone in the dark by the lake house. Jessica, where were you? Where were you, Eric? Where were you? I can't get anywhere. Someone put a pencil in front of my chair. Where were you? I love when people.
She's starting to sound like John.
Yes, she calls back too, and she feels very bad about what she just said.
Oh God.
Yeah, which is even.
Go ahead. I'm
Go
sorry.
No, which is even almost worse. Like, just stand by it and, like, you know.
Exactly. She one time had an on-air battle, and I do not remember the context of it at all, where she was saying she didn't like Shuli. And Shuli had one of, I think, the funniest responses to her that was so minimal in words, but man, it got under her skin. She was saying that Shuli wanted airtime, and he was trying to get fame. And Shuli responded with, she had just posed in Penthouse or something, or, you know, in the past she had. And he goes, yeah, you're right. I do want fame. It wasn't easy for me. I couldn't just spread my pussy and get it for free. And it was so goddamn funny. And man, it pissed her off. And I was like,
Yes,
that was
she
brilliant.
gets hot.
That was brilliant.
Well, I don't think
Luigi's-
that would be all that easy either, you know.
No, definitely not. But Luigi sent me this because it's the greatest script I've ever read. Who wrote it? I did.
Yes.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Nice. That's a pretty good one. I like it.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry.
What
Luigi.
happened
I
to
took
Luigi? Oh, there he is.
They're both named Luigi. I took the wrong one. Sorry. The other one was preferable. All right, just kidding. Here we go. More preferable to erase is what I'm saying.
Johnny Prado now.
Hey, maybe let the guy answer. Eric, where were you?
Our thread is getting more popular than yours.
Okay. I love
Our
this.
what?
Our thread is getting more popular
Thread?
than yours.
Oh,
The-
Jesus Christ.
So
what a
let
pussy.
me rewind you to a time of a little thing called the Stern Fan Network, run by a little guy named Mutt. And they would have like a thread, and this would be Eric's thread, this would be Ralph's thread, this would be Sal's thread. And the Johnny Fratto Social Club was born. And that's what Eric is talking about.
Oh my God,
Sign
now
off.
yeah, hey, asshole. You know what? Why don't you just go to hell? You know what?
You're saying the Eric thread on Stern Fan Network is more popular than the Jessica Hahn corner?
Johnny,
Take that in.
Johnny
Oh,
Fratto Social
wow.
Club.
No, Howard, I don't think so. Ask Mutt.
I tell you,
You know what?
since Eric threw in with Johnny Fratto, he's
And
like a
I
tough
did
guy.
it overnight. I didn't do it in 9 years. It's Johnny who's good, not
Listen,
Eric. I
Mutt.
love Johnny. Eric is a piece
Listen.
of crap, as usual, using somebody's, coattails.
less than a
Seriously.
month, that thread is getting
What is
bigger
your
than
problem? You got obviously some freaking
Mutt
problem.
said what, Eric?
Less than a month, Johnny's thread is going to
Oh,
pass.
that's Johnny, Eric. It's Johnny, not you.
I'm
Who
in there
are you?
too.
Oh,
I'm
Eric
in there
the
too,
actor.
bringing people in there.
Eric the
You're
actor
just
is
such
in
a
there.
nice guy.
That's a big
And there
topic.
I am.
You know the
Oh,
argument
Eric.
is
I am a nice guy.
Right. Yeah, so what is your problem with me? What?
Jessica's like in her 40s at this point, right? Like
Yes,
mid
yes.
to late 40s. Like
Still
God,
wood,
like-
still wood, but every day getting less wood. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but still, I'm just saying, like, this is such a childish thing to be arguing about. I just wouldn't expect this of a 40-ish-year-old woman.
Oh, views? Trust me, this thing. Eric was so ahead of his time, arguing and being ahead. I have more views than you. Like he was YouTube before YouTube. He was these communities
Yeah,
before these communities.
Man,
like it's.
you are
it's-
right. You are right.
He had emotions about things while we were just out there living. And decades later, we'd have emotions about those same things. Think about that. He was out there experiencing it, man, where we were just living.
He was.
Is your problem? What have I ever done to you? Let's
I like your
see.
rock and roll series, by the way. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back in June, yelling at me that one morning.
Oh,
That's
my God.
fault.
You fucking who, Eric? That was because you were giving demands to Howard. What about, you know what, Eric? Before
All right,
that, I
listen,
did
you two
nothing.
check this up in the
Hold on,
Stern
hold
Fan
on.
Network.
Please rewind that just a little bit. That emotional like outburst from her is so fucking funny.
Yeah, she gets ramped up. She's essentially a whore housewife that just sits around and listens to the radio. Got paid off millions or a bunch of money by that Jimmy Swaggart or whatever the fuck his name is. So she's rolling around in cash, just listening to the Stern Show, yelling at a midget. Oh God, we miss Jessica.
You know the
Oh,
argument is
Eric,
important.
why? Yeah, so what is your problem with me? What is your problem? What have I ever done to you?
Let's see. Back in June, yelling at me that one morning.
Oh,
That's
my God.
fault.
You fucking who, Eric? That was because you were giving demands to Howard. What about, you know what, Eric?
But how Eric's like, oh, let me see, licking
And he
his finger,
knows.
going to the chart. January
he's got a
9th,
list.
2004. At 8:42 and 36 seconds, you breathed wrong when they said my name.
You laughed at me?
You changed the subject when they were talking about me. It's disrespectful.
I hope
listen,
you die.
I mean, this was what they were fighting over. They were fighting over airtime.
You two check this up in the
Yeah, maybe
on the
just
Stern
take
Fan
him
Network.
off the air. And
No,
let
I'm
the-
not, Howard. I'm sick
Fred
of that.
gets
You
it.
know,
Would you two be willing to fly down to Tampa in the Bubba Octagon and fight it out? You would fight him?
please.
Would you fight Jessica Hahn, Eric?
I wouldn't want to, you know, the guy's not equipped to do anything.
Don't demean yourself, Jessica.
Don't insult the guy's fighting him.
I can't, Howard. I'm sick of everybody putting it down. I mean, whatever. You know, I know I'm not.
If you would have made that fight, they missed the opportunity. If they would have made that fight in like slime mud or Jello in a tiny kids pool with Eric and Jessica Hahn, Eric
I
would have
would've
been all
watched.
over that. Eric would have been all
Eric wouldn't
over it.
even fly with balloons. He would never.
Oh,
fight.
he is wrestling
There
around
weren't-
with Jessica.
Yeah,
Hahn
there
in
weren't
a ton of
there weren't
fudge.
any women reward. There weren't any
Yeah.
female rewards for doing that.
All right, Eric, you gotta you Hahn and the turkey boy. How would you build this? Put it in the chat. If Jessica Hahn and Eric had an event where they're gonna do a mud wrestling in a tiny kids pool, what do you call them that? Put it in the chat and DJ Electra, let us know the best one.
Some prize right now. I'm not claiming to be. I don't
think you are.
demands.
You know an argument is
The chicken. That's a good one. I just came up with that.
You
one.
I
said
like
that's
when you
Turkey
call
and
her.
the stuffing. The turkey body and the stuffing.
There you go.
You're
We're circling.
buddy. What are you talking about?
You know what?
I hear from
Thanks, guys, but you know.
If
I
Eric
know
and
what
you
he-
went into the Bubba Octagon, I mean, and Bubba's Octagon, Eric's allowed to bring his weaponized wheelchair.
Right.
I think
please.
it'd be a good fight.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? You forget I
Like battle bots with tits.
know jiu-jitsu. What would I do? That would be not. It would be the most unfair fight ever. I would
Not if
never
he has
do that.
weapons in his wheelchair.
Yeah, great.
All right.
tits off.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, kiss
Guys,
my
if
ass,
you-
Eric.
guys,
Hey,
if-
Howard, Artie, why don't you use like what Sam used to wear? One of those long coats. They look really good.
That was Sam's look. I don't want to.
Already cover as much of your body as possible. That's my suggestion.
What you
I
doing,
love that.
Sam?
It's basically a human tent is what I'm describing, Artie. Could you get that, please? So that no one has to look at you. Thank you.
Used to doing shit in the bed.
I've done that too.
All right. All right.
I've done coke. I've done everything Sam's done.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you,
Except
Eric.
die.
Hey, before you let me go, I've been trying to.
Still
Okay,
true.
go ask him for
Yeah,
more
what do you
stuff.
want, Eric?
Guys, if you listen to the replays, I think you'll find that you both suck.
Now, this tells you everything you need to know. Eric, unfazed by that. Jessica loses her shit when Artie says that.
Yeah, I know, Artie. Thanks.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, bye.
The reason why.
You pissed her
Oh,
off.
my
Eric, she's
God.
like, I'm out of here. She rage quits. Meanwhile, Eric's like, the reason why he just moves right on. He's used to the beating, is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Oh, that's. But you know what's so funny is he's used to it, but he doesn't always just move forward. He's affected by it for some reason. I guess he was trying to be strong in front of Jessica at this point.
Can't show my weakness in front of
Yeah.
titties. Yes.
Guys, if you listen to the replays, I think you'll find that you both suck.
Yeah, I know, Artie. Thanks.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, bye.
The reason why
You pissed her off.
You know, an argument is insignificant when one of the people arguing goes, "Ask Mutt."
What is it, Eric?
the reason why I asked you about the film festival, if you guys were going to have it, I was going to come to it whenever it was.
Oh, well, thank you.
Who gives a...
That's, of course, if you pay to fly me and put me in a place. I will bless you with my being there.
That's good. I want to see him.
I don't.
All right, Eric, I'll let you know.
And I'm also considering already being a part of the show down at Lakeland, Florida.
What?
Eric's getting into
We're doing a show in
Yeah,
Tampa.
he now wants to
March
be
23rd.
flown everywhere, I guess.
All right, thank you, Eric.
Bye.
Actually, you know, that's true. March 23rd, we're doing a big show in Tampa. And if you want to be a stool that we can put a drink on stage.
Did anyone want to hear Jessica Hahn crying on the phone because she feels bad that she trashed Eric?
Yeah,
Oh
so this
my
is the same
God.
same day. No more Eric, but I do think it's important that we get the apology from Jessica Hahn, and just, you know, the drugs kicked in. the morning call, they hadn't kicked in yet. They kicked in, and it's like, oh, maybe I went a little hard on the little guy.
Okay, Jessica, go ahead.
Or reality.
Howard, I feel so bad for what I just did. I feel like such an asshole.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Howard, I am an insignificant piece of shit. Go on.
Go ahead.
Continue, please.
Howard. Oh,
The
brilliant.
guy's
Yes.
sitting in the wheelchair at home, you know, he can't move around. Like, I feel like such an idiot. I have everything, and I just went off on him, Howard. I feel so bad.
You want to feel better?
Yeah.
People, Eric the Midget on this show is treated like everyone else. If you say
That's
something,
what you did.
if you say something
Like
stupid,
shit.
you'd have a fight with him. He loves being a part of real life. This is my
You
guess.
took him out of the chair.
People who won't fight with him, people who won't say stuff to him and treat him like a normal guy, it sucks.
Robin takes him out of the chair, but she just usually just kicks him over. So look, I got him out of the chair.
To punt him like a football.
I got him out of the chair with a piece of concrete to the side of the head. But look, he's not in the chair anymore.
But I feel like such an idiot. I have everything, and I just feel like such a bad
Really
person.
crying.
Yes, I
What
told you
crazy
the
bitch.
The lithium kicked in. It's strong stuff.
Give him a hand job. That'll make you feel better.
So let's see how much she cares. Does she offer, Chat, do you think she offers Eric any sort of jobs? Hand, regular, blow, any kind of jobs? Because that would, no, of course not.
Oh, okay, hold on. Before we do that, DJ Electra was very quick to say no. However, do you remember? I don't think she offers it here, but she wasn't off the table to ask for stuff.
No,
from the
but-
staff. Yeah.
Yes, but you had to be a preacher and or famous comedian. With a trench coat.
Sal. Sal was allowed to ask. Remember?
Yes, Sal to people outside of it looks very much like a Sam Kinison knockoff. You know, hey, look, he's on the Howard Stern show. He's this Italian guy. Hey, yes, I will fuck him.
She's not gonna offer anything to Eric, but DJ Electra, she like literally did make like a blanket offer to the men of the Howard Stern show.
Yes,
that if they were ever in town and they wanted to fuck or wanted something, she would be available to them.
I think Luigi, you have identified Eric's anger with her. I don't think it's about anything else that he's
That's
talking
a good point.
about. I think he's like,
oh yeah,
I heard you say you were gonna fuck everyone except me. You did not list me, and I will never forgive that. And so I think that's
you know what I think you might be onto something. When was there was a prank call that Sal made to Jessica where
it was all around this time.
Was it around this
Jessica
time?
Yeah.
He made this one call where he said, "Look, I can't cheat with you because I'm married, but would you mind talking dirty to me while I check off?" And he recorded it. and she did, and she totally did.
Yes.
And I wonder if that was around this. Yeah, that's interesting.
I think that might have been a
very
little
interesting.
like my guess would be just a little earlier, but it has to be earlier because that is why Eric is mad at her right now. Because God damn you, I heard that list of people you were gonna fuck it. I wasn't on that, and he's not gonna say
That's funny.
you didn't say you were gonna fuck me because he doesn't want to repeat that on the air. But he's gonna come up with these other grievances. You looked at me wrong over here.
Man,
You
I
know?
can't disagree with that. I think you might be onto something that I've never thought about. That's
We
funny.
are officially Eric experts, I think.
Huh.
So sorry that I did that.
Jessica, listen, it just sounds
She even sounds like Eric right there.
like you ran out of meth. The guy will be there in a couple
Oh
hours.
God, you know, I'm gonna. I'm
You
sorry.
can't go on Artie.
I'm kidding. I've been there before when in the withdrawal state. You're
I'm
suicide.
telling you calling Eric a shithead in a way made him normal.
Absolutely. He's 10 feet tall now.
No, he's not.
This isn't.
We get a little insight on how Robin treats her men. No, when you kick them in the face, it makes them think they're tall. Oh yeah, Robin, how many times have you been married? None. All right, shut up.
The real world. It's
You
how it's
respected
done.
you respected Eric enough to be offended by his remarks.
Most people ignore him, don't even see him.
Oh.
Yeah, well, although we could look at it the other way. Here you have a beautiful body. You're able to...
So I love Howard. That's Howard the turn right there. Of course, that's a way we all feel better. But we could also look at it another way where we make you feel like shit. Let's do that for a minute.
Yeah. Let's give it a shot and see how it goes.
Yeah, I hear that you're crying, and now I would like to step on your neck. Let's see how that goes.
I know.
You're
Now
able
you're
to
going to make her cry again.
And here's a young man, spent a life in a wheelchair, ill.
Oh,
Wasn't even
I feel bad.
he was disabled
I
and
think he's still a virgin.
still a virgin. You've had beautiful sex. He's had nothing.
And if he had a chance,
And then
he couldn't even
You've had beautiful sex with an 80-year-old preacher. He's had nothing.
reach it.
Right, and now you crushed the little man. You could look at it that way too.
Like a bug.
I just wanted to hear you cry more. That's all.
I feel so bad though. Now you're gonna say I'm a mental case when I hang up.
Every day, Eric just wants love. Everyone loves you, but
I swear I really feel bad.
You walk into a room and accepted the moment you...
I think Howard nailed something there that he just said in passing. Every day, Eric just wants love, and he doesn't know how to ask for it, and he doesn't know what it is. But that's what he's doing, calling the Howard Stern Show every day. His parents have shelved him. He doesn't know if his parents truly love him because they ship him around like a piece of furniture. His friends are paid to live with him. The only woman he ever touched was a friend in high school that allowed that to happen. He is disconnected from the world in every way. So yes, every day Eric just wants, I want it too. Oh, I'm just kidding. All right. We all want someone to live. But I think that's ultimately it. Eric was looking for acceptance from a group of people because he never felt like he had a group. And Howard hit that. He just wants love.
I'm going to disagree a little bit in that
All right.
Eric
So you
wants...
get out of here then.
Eric wants...
You get out of here.
Eric wants love and acceptance from celebrities.
Well, yes, he's a star fucker. He's not calling in. He's not calling his aunt. He's calling the Howard Stern Show every day. He has no. He's basically a narcissist, right? Because he has no personality of his own because his parents didn't allow him to grow up properly because they babied his ass because of his situation. So he thinks he's entitled to all this.
Yeah,
Part of him, you know. Anyway,
totally.
That's not.
I see, but I don't think he just wants friends. He wants
it's not the
qualified
sweet side of it.
celebrity friends. Yeah,
Right. He needs to feel like he has value on this planet other than just being a human being because he is, as we see on the screen, a greedy, ungrateful little bastard.
Step through the door.
I don't even think that. I think he craves superiority. I think he needs I think he needs somebody to be around him for him to be able to point out that he's smarter and better. Like he's John. He is John.
I'd like to think that behind the scenes, like when you were talking to Eric, not on the Stern Show, it was a lot different.
I heard it was. But I don't know.
Can't even make that step.
Well, Eric did say he thinks you're annoying when you call in, so you let him have it.
That was great.
Don't you think if he could, Jessica, Eric would fuck a guy 4 times a week for your life?
Right.
I'm sorry.
Would you?
That's right. Jessica was dating like a millionaire, and like part of the deal, she had to fuck him a few times a week. So they're like, well, isn't that kind of prostitution? She's like, no, but he buys where I live. And they're like, well, yeah, he pays and you have sex with him, but only 4 times a week. Well, yes. Well, that's planned sleeping for the house. Do you not? What are you not getting, Jessica?
Blow Eric to make him feel better?
No.
That's a quick no on the blowjob.
Man,
to make
that
Eric
was
feel better.
fast.
Yeah. This chick would drop to her knees at the side of a top hat. Eric, Can't get nothing.
You don't feel that
You show this girl a monocle, she juices up.
You don't feel that bad then.
Rich people, you get it? Rich people.
Yeah.
Monocle?
Oh, I love you for saying that, Howard. I'm so sorry, though. I really am. I do have everything, and I feel like such I'm sorry.
You're laying there in your thong and your stomach's tight.
Yeah, she's in there tanning bed crying.
Oh, my God.
Crying in her tanning bed.
You know, it's smoke another joint, Gene Krupa.
I am. I'm all tan. I got I'm blessed, and
Now she's getting into
You guys are right. I'm all tan and great life. Already catches that immediately.
I am. I'm all tan. I got I'm blessed, and I'm sorry.
You know, you're right, though. Eric is pale and blotchy.
He is.
That's kind of tan. He's tan in certain places.
It's terrible blotch.
I know.
Right.
In addition to everything else that's wrong with him.
Meanwhile, we're showing like the most handsome version of Eric that could ever exist. Oh, sorry,
I know.
buddy. Why they're telling you.
Blotchy
Fantasy
big.
We should have
versions of Eric.
You assholes.
the most blotchy contest.
All he has
with
is
him
a
and
head
Benji.
and it's got acne.
Does he ever do anything during the day?
Sure he does.
He gets insulted by
He's
you.
in the Johnny Frano corner.
He's on the web and he stares at the wall the rest of the day.
Does he have friends and
Same
stuff?
thing my dad does.
He answers
tucked
his
away.
email.
He's tucked away
R.I.P. Ben Stern.
in the corner. The Johnny Prop.
Proper modulation.
Oh,
Who do you think's blotchier, Eric or Benji?
Oh, no.
Hey, Jessica, don't feel so bad. Eric's a big boy.
And he started it.
And he started the fight. And you let him blow off a little steam.
Oh, Howard, just
Jessica would have slept with this Eric.
Yes. Oh, it did. Jessica's moving in.
Got you, daughter. You're so sweet.
I hope.
This Eric, though, might be into a little bit of man ass. I don't know. Just
Whatever.
By that. Yeah, no. Each their own, but, that's a low button, is all I'm saying.
Not.
No, that made me feel better.
I mean, I hope Howard's daughters have never insulted a poor midget.
No, they would never be that cruel.
Oh,
All right, Jessica,
They would never be that cruel.
thank you.
bye. Thanks, Howard.
Take care.
All right.
I'm sorry. Bye.
Get over it.
Go make yourself a cotton.
Pack another bowl, honey.
God, I love Artie.
Back into the bull, honey. Heyo! Call 107 is in the motherfucking books, y'all. That's a great call. That was a great call. Greedy, ungrateful little bastard. I remember that call specifically from like when it happened, and so great one with Ralph and Jessica being called to task by the guy who is always awesome on air, Eric. Always has something to say.
Ralph wasn't awake yet.
No, he wasn't. He doesn't call in until like the 10 o'clock hour, and then they have to repeat the show, the whole show again for Ralph, which was great. ETM also has a 19-inch waist, and he thinks I'm sure I do. I have a waist. Do you think you have a waist? I'm sure I do.
I'm sure I do.
Have you ever answered that way about anything? That's like saying, do you have a great step aunt? I'm sure I do. Like that's it's not a piece of my body. I think I have a pinky toe. Hold on, let me check. Yep, no, I got a pinky toe. All right, Jessica comes in hot. Eric did 3 lines, not 1. I like that. That was funny to me. It's so insignificant. I did 3 lines on a show no one cared about, not 1. ETM calls
3.
3. He calls Jessica washed, basically. Old lady, get out of my face. JFSC blowing up on the SFN. That's the Johnny Frado Social Club blowing up on the Stern Fan Network. Howard Stern Film Festival is blowing up. ETM is treated like everyone else. Like shit, and he liked it. Jessica refuses ETM hand job or blow job, which makes her the worst person of the day. Just one hand job. 30 seconds, 10 seconds. It would have just a happy little boy. Also, that little happy boy is pale and blotchy. That's right, folks. All right, folks. I'm Casey Day.
I'm Luigi Greenberg.
No,
I'm
no,
DJ
you're not.
Electra.
Oh, motherfuckers. And
And
bye. For
Thanks for watching Unboxing Eric.
ready for his claim to fame. So small in stature but big with pride. From his words you just can't hide.
Hello, Stern.
Tiny guy with a big bark seat, always grumpy throwing shade at me. Eric screaming on the phone you hear, but we love that midget, let's be clear. In his world he's a mighty star, talking tough though he can't reach too far. Kirk swear my pick the last on, Johnny you're up like an Durant bar. Eric's got his swagger in a world so grand, proving sides ain't ever part of the plan. With his antics he steals the show, a little twerp but our love will always grow. Eric's world where he's the king. Every call we can't wait for the ring.
Bye for now.
You know what to do.